volumes like this from Shuzo Oshimi. We don't have many volumes that look like this from Shuzo Oshimi. I will be very honest, so kind of saddening, but this is just beautiful. Now, the next one volume cover, even though technically it's not one, there are connecting covers, but I got these recently and they just look too good to not show off. Show them off in my most recent haul. If you have not watched that, card's gonna be right up here. Sorry, and that's going to be Haganai 1920. I think it's this way. Yeah, this just it looks so good. I think it looks amazing when you have them connected perfectly. It's kind of hard if my ring light to show off, but yeah, I think this is not one you're gonna come by much often. See something this good, and I'm gonna say this right now. Seeing the evolution from a Haganai art to volume 1 is just absolutely insane. I will say the art is still good in volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., but just seeing how good it does get and seeing how the covers just get this pretty is insane. I also didn't expect these to be connecting covers. I actually recently found these out when I had them, and I looked at them, and I saw her bag get cut off here, and there's a bag here, and I went like this, and I went, wow, these are supposed to be like this. I know, funny story, I know, but yeah, very much love these covers, very nice looking. I think the shading on these are just amazing. The details in the eyes, I think, are the best parts. I think the detail that this author, I think, the artist is Itachi, not the one from Naruto, puts a lot of detail and emphasis on eyes and hair, and I think it really does pop out and show with these volumes. It just looks so nice. I had to show them on this video recently. Not many people have Haganai, it's hard to get, but I needed to just show how good this art can really be. Now, one that everyone is going to be expecting. Now, I had to place it higher than My Hero because, in general, it is just a better cover. And I will have to say, this cover is one of my favorites of all time, and that's going to be Black Clover Volume 28, I believe this is? Yeah, 28. This is kind of the real start to this Fate Kingdom arc. This is where it starts ramping up and becomes crazy. I think that really shows on here. The shading on this volume cover is just absolutely insane. The nice little details are great. I really like having Jack on the cover because basically his chapter is within this volume, and his chapter is amazing. I like the symbolism behind it. I like having Noct, Charlotte, Asta, and Yuno here. I think it's just amazing.
Hey, what's going on?
You have all these greens on one side, and then you have all these darker colors on the other side to contrast it. I think it looks very nice, and I like the whole kind of contrast that goes on. I think what makes it great is because Yuno is all green, and then Charlotte is with her Ivy Whips or whatever, so they're green, but she has a black outfit on, and they make sure to show it, and then it kind of like goes into this black kind of thing with Asa and Noct. I think it's just really cool. I can't tell. I'm just trying to overpick it because everyone overanalyzes.
Not much. Freaking exhausted.
Just so they can hate me thinking this above My Hero 25. That's it. I love this volume. It's great. And before anyone just says that puts this on here because my favorite color is green, it's not. My favorite color is blue. So yes. And that one, I'm very sad about because I would be putting another volume of this series on here, but I don't currently own it. JoJo's Volume 12, the singles. The one I would have put on here is 13, but I think this one is a very close second. I love the Volume 12. I just love the look in the background, how it looks like manga, and I love just the pose Jotaro's doing, and the kind of contrast between the yellows and the whites and blacks. And yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. I like the color scheme of it all. I also like how much Jotaro pops on it. I feel like because everything is white, and then there's these like yellow hearts. The yellow hearts definitely pop the most, but I just feel like Jotaro pops, even though it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it's been since the last reprint, but I mean, it's good to see them starting to reprint this stuff too.
But I also do love the font of the JoJo singles. I love the font of how they wrote JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think it looks amazing. Just the volumes in general look great, and not much else I can say. Also, the spine's amazing. Love my good spine. I will say there's one thing that annoys me about these covers and the back cover. I think it's pretty generic, but this one.
Nice. Yeah, I just got a bunch of packages loaded up into the truck, but I don't know if I'm going to go over there today or tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, I'll have some of those packages going out.
Unless you look deep into it. So yeah, JoJo's Volume 12. Now this next one I've been wanting to talk about for a while because I could have put anyone in the first like 6 to 5 volumes, and you probably just got spoiled on what it was because I asked my show. It's fine. It's gonna be Hunter x Hunter Volume 3. I really love this cover. I think it's very one. I will be very honest, but I think that when they get to ones with Killua, Kurapika, Leorio, and Gon in this kind of pose with an animal under it, it just looks very nice. And I do think the use of the different greens fits it very well. And I also will say, this is probably my favorite spine. I like the different greens and how they mesh together very well. But yeah, I very much think this is one of the best Hunter x Hunter volume covers in general. I love the kind of contrast of greens, like I said. I love the
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a nice look. I like how the food kind of pops a little bit that Gon's holding because it's one of the only things on this volume that isn't green. Yeah, I just think there's a lot of little things that are all up with volume. Not many people give it the hype it deserves. I think the ones that people do is the Kurapika cover or probably the Leorio cover, but yeah, these are just.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't know if I'll get more copies. I mean, I'm sure I will, but I mean, that's really up to you. I mean, the only way to get it is if you back order it. So, you know, if you have the means to back order, I definitely would. But yeah, those are all ones that have like people already ordered, and then I'm getting them in. So. Ton of those. 2, 7, 8.
Let's take a look at some of the awesome new.
I do not want to watch this.
If you are a parent or just someone
How many monster drinks? Just one monster, and I've actually drank more water than caffeinated drinks. So, I'm coming up in the world. 3, 4, 6. 3, 4.
Happy Wednesday, my friends. I'm very excited for this video. It is a new
8, 12,
Live Wednesday
13.
video and super pumped for it.
8,
If you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday,
12,
in a nutshell,
13.
basically each week we answer a prompt using 5 books, then musical sending manga. Let's launch this up. And today's prompt is Young Readers. A few weeks ago we talked about manga that got us into reading, just totally so excited. I'm always excited. I always feel like I sound repetitive, but every time I really mean it. I'm really excited to film these videos. But anyway, last week was National Book Awards week, which we did talk about different manga award-winning manga, which was really informative, insightful, and just learned so much. I didn't realize that also last week
777.
was National Children's Book Week, I believe it is. And just encouraging children to read and foster that love of reading at a young age. So even though it's like a week later, today we're actually talking about
Yeah, so these took about 10 days to. Yeah, I drank like, I don't know, I drank it like down to here, then I filled it back up, and now I'm back down to here. I don't know. I'm trying to drink more water, but yeah, I feel like shit. I really wanted a coffee. Guess I'm going through like caffeine withdrawal or something. Sucks. But yeah, like as you see, I'm like on the screen, I'm replacing all the ones that say warehouse 11/7. So that's when I ordered it. So that means, you know, today is the 17th. They just came in. They took 10 days for Simon Schuster to ship these out and for me to receive them in Florida. So it should, you know, that's like usually I say 5 to 10 days for me to get them, and then like 1 to 2 days to ship them out. You know, something like that. So it's a pretty good estimate, I would say. But, you know, sometimes it does take a little bit longer, or sometimes it takes a little shorter, but I feel like that's like a pretty like not bad estimate for how long it takes for books to come in.
Anyway, ramble aside, let's go ahead and kick us off with number 1, and that is Dinosaur Hour. All 3 of my kids absolutely love it so much. I have read it, and
I haven't posted about my hours in a while, but it's 1, right? Yeah, 1. I think I'm at like 150-ish watch hours, so getting there. plans for. I'm just kind of like rifling through anything that's in my mind that you guys might like care about. I secured. Is it too late? No, order it. Order it. Like if you want it, order it. I mean, I know some people like, or even if you want to just like order everything that's in stock right now and then make another order for the back orders, so that way like when your stock stuff comes in, I can ship out your in stock. You know, that's how I would do it. But if you really want the series, like, you know, why not? I don't see any reason for you to not order them real quick. I'm sure they did a pretty big print release because more of them keep coming back into stock, but not necessarily going out of stock. So, what next? Yeah, anything. I just got my other storage unit today, so yeah, I don't know why I didn't receive that one, but you know. Oh, I actually got chapstick and I haven't lost it yet. Usually I lose chapstick within like the first 24 hours.
But because this was the first manga I actually ever got my oldest, but he didn't like that he had to read it basically backwards. At that time he was younger, I should say.
Tastes kind of good, you know. I couldn't find any like regular chapstick anywhere. Like it was all flavored stuff. I'm like, I don't really want flavored chapstick, but whatever. Oh yeah, but yeah, I just got my the other storage unit, so tomorrow I have to go and hunt down a bunch of like of the $35 or $37 Target bookshelves. I need at least 10 or 12 of them, like quite a lot. And then all of these bookshelves will go like on top of them on that third layer. If anybody's in the Patreon and has seen like what I'm doing. Sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for tomorrow. My new power pack is coming in on like Saturday or Sunday, so I'm kind of limited in the amount of hours that I can work in the storage unit, unfortunately. But I have help coming on Saturday. So that should be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I have a couple more pictures to do, but
I don't know which one to do, so I'm actually going to do both of them, and that is The Legend of Zelda. It is not really, The Legend.
I'm pretty much just gonna, I might like rescan all of this like in a negative value and then rescan it or something like that. I don't know. Like, because I just want to, like in the one unit, I'm gonna have all the, like in the one unit, I'm gonna have all the items that are like ready to ship and like, you know, like already, like people ordered them already. And then in the other unit is like all the extra, extra crap. So that way they don't get mixed up. And then I'll probably just bring everything back and, or maybe I'll pack it in the unit and then just like write the order number and then, you know, go from there. I don't know exactly what I feel like doing yet, but I'll figure it out. Shout out to the guy for looking out for me on the storage unit though. He was like, yeah, we just got this one, like hurry up. And then like as I'm buying it, because the credit card reader wasn't working, somebody reserved it online. And he's like, nah, don't worry about that. I was like, ooh, Jesus Christ. So I almost lost out. But homie hooked it up. That's not the same item. candy something.
This is like
Been selling like a good bit of
I was like, oh my goodness, it
BL lately, so it's pretty cool.
walkthrough of the game or anything like that, because it does have fictional aspects to it for sure. But it was just so fun to kind of take pictures. Like, look at that.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I just did that one.
I remember it was super cool the game too, but it's been a long time since I have played that game specifically. Trying to find Grown Up Friend, because I thought Grown Up Friend was super cool. Oh, look at Gander. Look at him, he looks awesome.
Yeah, like, so I'm paying like $220 for both of the units, but as soon as a 10x20 opens up, I'm gonna grab that, and then that should be like $175 or something like that for like a 10x20, which will be sick. So I'll just move everything into that one unit, and then I'll kind of like just basically put it all in there. I don't know how to explain it.
She's so beautiful on the back. In fact, I was really happy. There was a scene, I think it's in Four Swords, where they help
What? Sleepy Princess and a Neiman Casual. Okay. So many Dead Man Wonderland. Like, I'm surprised nobody, like, I'm surprised they are not selling out. I know they've been out for a little bit, but I have so many extras that I just scanned in. So we'll see how long they last. But I gotta remember to save a couple for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna like it though. Based on the other, like, if you guys have ever heard about Smokin' Parade, it's by the same guy, but I didn't really like that one too much, so I don't know if I'm gonna like Dead Man Wonderland, but I'll at least give it a try. Woo. Okay. Bunch of 12s, but look, I only need one. So many extras. Banana. I need a banana fish set too. That's like one I really need to save for myself. Is banana fish. Banana fish. Yeah, there we go. Banana fish. I'm just ready. What are we just ready for? Oh no. Geeks. Yeah, I mean, I've heard so many good things, and I read volume 1 of Banana Fish, and it was really good. So I definitely want to get the rest of it. And then if I sell it, I sell it. But I definitely want to like give it a chance, just because I've heard so many good things, and it had a really good first volume. So what am I doing? I was about to just skip right past this one. 13, 15, and 3. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a coffee after this. I just like, I need it. I need a coffee so bad. I just want to taste it. Like, I just really like the taste of coffee. I should just get some decaf, but it don't be hitting the same. I don't know. It's more of a personal problem. Maybe I'll show you guys how I update the inventory. I don't know if it'll take super long because I'm on stream, but it's a long process regardless. Must have been a reorder. Yeah, like what? I don't understand why. What that is. Ooh, cross game? Cross game is another one I kind of want to get. I just, like, I really wish they didn't have that big, chunky first volume. what's the coffee order gonna be? Coffee order. I'm just gonna make a pot of coffee. Starbucks released their new
We just got volume 3 yesterday, and I ordered
oh boo.
such a beautiful colored manga, and it's very simple to read. Unlike the
R.I.P. work. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh, coffee. Oh, is that it? Okay, no, I have a couple more. I don't know why I have so many JoJo's, but I'm tired of looking at JoJo's. Like, so tired of it. Juju. JoJo. Ooh, okay. Yo, I'm still kind of mad at Question, but not really. But I know he's probably got like tons and tons of back orders, like with right stuff. But you know, I would like he does order a lot of volume, so you know, I don't know if he could just shop a little bit with me too. That'd be cool. But if not, it's okay. I'm just trying to take over. So it's I think Question did like one video about me, like when he first started, and then he did. I don't know if he's really mentioned me since. Personally, I don't watch his videos, not because they're bad, but because they're not the style that I like. I really don't like how he does like the top-down look. I'd rather see somebody's face. That's just me. And I know everybody's not comfortable with that, but you know, I would like if I'm watching a video, I want to see somebody's face. I don't want to see like the top down whatever.
Now for my honorable mention, I technically used to have this manga, and that is Yuzu the Pet Vet. I originally picked it up for myself because it's super cute.
I ordered an entire set of Vagabond for myself. I can't wait for it to get here.
It was so adorable. Like these dogs and these cats. Like, oh, it's so very precious. Anyway, I had gotten it, but then I think it was last year. My friend came
I reordered all of these volumes just to make sure I had them because I forgot where they were. Go me.
Manga that is kid friendly. It is such a sweet book, I feel like, for kiddos. It is about Yuzu, the main girl. She's 11 years old, and her mom is sick, and she has to go live with her uncle, who takes care of her. He's also works as a veterinarian at a vet. The thing is,
20th.
Yuzu is a
There might be a little bit of a delay in like order processing, but just because I'm really trying to get everything in the storage unit, like A1, but 3 part 3 1 and part 3 volume 3 what was I saying? Yeah, the storage unit 3
and that, my friends, wraps up the 5 books, well, manga, and the one honorable mention that I would recommend for younger readers.
I literally don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, I don't know. I really want to organize everything from A to Z, so that way I can, you know, just get in, get out. But that's what I was going to do until my light died, so I'm kind of mad about that. But on the bright side, you guys get a stream, so
Super aware and mindful of what we pick up for them, especially when it comes to manga. So definitely leave me recommendations that you have down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please
yeah, because I mean I wasn't going to stream today, but I was just gonna sit at the storage all day. Then my lights died, so does Death Note have a space? Yes, it does. Death Note, Volume 1s. Cool. Lots of good stuff coming back into stock though. No, it's just a bigger size and the pages are bigger. Like the quality of them is top notch. So if you like hardcovers and you really like the series, that's how I would collect it. But for somebody like me, I don't really like the series, but if I wanted to collect it, I'd probably do like the really crappy like 3-in-1 or 2-in-1 volumes just because they're cheaper. Alright, that's all of that. So let's see how many orders are ready.
Check out the link down below in the description.
But yeah, I know a lot of people really love Full Metal. So if you're one of those people, I would highly recommend getting the hardcovers over everything. The hardcovers are 1.5 volumes, so it's not a bad price, and then 25% off, so you're basically getting a volume and a half for $15. So it's kind of like full price, I guess. But if you are a Patreon member, then you get even more of a discount. I've already seen this video, Laura. If you guys are curious what I'm watching Laura on YouTube. But I don't know what to watch. Trying to catch up on my YouTube.
I would try and like do loose cosplays of book covers from like different friends that I knew that were writers. So yeah, so here we are talking about characters.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so boring.
A lot of manga tubers I haven't tubed in a while. Yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty like up to date with a lot of people's new stuff, so I don't know. I try to watch everybody that I like.
A single thing from part 1. I didn't dislike the series, but it just didn't leave an impression on me whatsoever. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is mid.
Yup, that's facts. Can you guys hear the YouTube?
But fear not, for today I have finished reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency. And let me just say, I've changed my mind.
No.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Hey, I just moved, so I don't have any manga back here. It's on its way. Okay, getting right into it, let's make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure tier list. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1, that gets like a D tier for me. I don't even remember what happened in it. I'm not putting it in F. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't good either. However, Part 2 Battle Tendency, that goes up into the B tier. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling good.
JoJo.
It gets an A tier. You're welcome, JoJo's fans. But before
It's just not for
further,
me.
I want to show you the cool stuff, gamer stuff.
I'm not the JoJo demographic. I really don't like it. So, of course I'm gonna say that's bad, but it's just not for me.
Brand new waifu cup. These waifu cups are only available for a very limited time, so if you want them, you gotta act fast. Oh, that's nasty. Oh my god. Even though it looks kind of gross, the flavor is actually a really interesting twist on blue raspberry. Wow, that's really good. Okay, that's actually really good. I also got sent this t-shirt, and I think if I go walking at night, I will be pretty safe. And they also sent me their brand new snack, their sus bars. Allergy warning, contains insect. It's got cricket protein in it. I don't know, that's kind of sus. But here's a taste test. Oh wow. I was expecting it to be like kind of dry, but it actually just kind of tastes like a Rice Krispie treat. That's pretty good. Wow. Remember, if you want anything for yourself, be sure to use code CAPTAIN and get yourself 10% off at GamerSups.gg. The number one thing that stood out to me from Part 2, other than Part 1, was the characters. Part 2 had such interesting characters. They were characters who were flawed. They weren't perfect. In Part 1, it seemed like all the characters were very one-dimensional. You know, JoJo in Part 1 was very, like, goody two-shoes, very stereotypical good guy. And, of course, Dio was stereotypical bad guy. But in Part 2, JoJo was a rascal. And he was a funny rascal, too. He does this thing where he, like, predicts what people are going to say next. I love that. It was so satisfying every time it happened. Okay, so the story in Part 2. There were these 4 pillar dudes.
I think they're amazing, and I'm definitely collecting those as well.
Stone masks, like the one from Part 1. And basically, these dudes
Yeah, I mean,
their pillars and destroy the world, you know, stereotypical stuff. And it
like,
falls on our heroes.
you just gotta think about it, like,
These guys and things.
if you really do not like a series that everybody else likes, it's probably just not for you. Like,
by the way, that plot twist I did not see coming.
oh, Thunderbolt. I heard Thunderbolt is really good. But yeah, if a series isn't for you, like, you can't just say like, oh, it's trash. Like, it's just not meant for you to read. Like, you know. So
maybe I should have expected it, but honestly, I feel like part 2 Zeppeli, granted, he put up a really good fight. He charged into battle without his team, even though they told him not to. Confirmed Zeppeli mains Reinhardt in Overwatch. One thing that I thought was a bit weird.
this is really bothering me that these are different colors.
Of the Nazis, like, yeah, they were bad guys and nobody liked them, but they were still like heroes in all of it.
Oh man.
About that one, Chief. As usual, the art in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just phenomenal. Look at this. Ooh, look at that. That's insane. So as a part 2, we still haven't dove into what a JoJo stand is. At least I think we haven't. I know JoJo is famous for that, but I still don't understand it because we haven't addressed it directly. I think that comes up in the next part. At the end of Volume 4, there's a part where Kars, the leader of the bad guys, he uses a body double to fake out and kill Lisa. I'm not sure if that was him using a stand or if that was literally just some goon dressed up as him, but I still don't really understand what a stand is. I'm just thinking a stand. I still don't really get it, so I guess we'll find out. As usual, I am excited to continue reading on. I have part 3 available and ready to read. It's just packed in a box somewhere. But part 3 has 10 volumes as opposed to the 3 that part 1 had and the 4 that part 2 had. So part 3 is longer than 1 and 2 combined. Now here's where my skepticism comes in. I'm worried that it's gonna drag on. I feel like part 1 and part 2, for what they were very well. They were really well paced and they were the right size and they ended when they needed to end. I'm hoping that that's still the case with part 3 and that it's just that good. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think the new JoJo is gonna be like some kind of cowboy dude. Maybe we'll get some Western cowboy gunslinging action in the next part. Who knows? I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back Dio or at least some descendant of Dio or something like that.
There we go.
Again,
That's
I'm not
better.
really sure, but I'm excited to find out. One thing I did miss from part 1 was how
Exactly. If you want to
in
see
part 1, there were scenes that I loved where Dio
the
just had 4 people up. There wasn't really a lot of that.
quarter
in part
starter sheet,
2.
you
There
gotta
was
watch the
a
live
little bit
stream.
of that, but not as much as there was in part 1. Like in part 1, I remember Dio ripped somebody's
Oh,
straight off their face. It was very
No,
graphic.
I wasn't talking about spoilers. I was just saying that I really want to get it for myself because I read volume 1 and it was awesome. But other than that, I don't really know too much about the series. I just know that I really want it.
Have to wait as long for the next video as you did from part 1, part 2. Like I said, I like the JoJo in part 2 a lot better than the one in part 1. So in the comments, let me know which part has the best JoJo. Let me know what you think. I'm excited to see the rest of them. And if you like this video and you want to see more like them, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you don't have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for yourself,
Oh, now what to watch? Oh, you know what? I think Geeks That Parent posted a new video that I didn't watch yet. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yes.
My name is Scott, and my goals help you find great experiences for yourself.
Scott, I'm putting you on.
Let's go ahead and get started as we check out 100 volume haul for the month of October.
Yes, sir. 100 volume haul.
Just as much as you are. Last month we had over 7.
Yeah, I forgot to come back and watch this the other day.
So
I liked it. I just did. Yeah, I liked it. I just forgot to go back and watch it.
Reprinted, and then notice after notice of
I knew there was something I was missing.
Even if it only had a couple volumes. So let's go ahead and look at what I got for the month of October. It's definitely not spooky. Let's go ahead and first check out ongoing titles from Viz Media that I received for the month of October. The first that I got from Viz Media, I was very surprised.
All right. Well, if you don't want to hear yourself,
Probably by the
then
end of the year I'll have the entire series.
then give me another suggestion on a video that I should watch.
Is one of the top
Because
JoJo
I'm doing
series
YouTube right now. I don't feel like putting on a series because then I might get copyright strike and blah 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 blah.
Nice, thick, printed in the good old United States or Canada volumes, not the Italian volumes.
Oh no, Scott, not the Italian volumes.
But the paper quality has been
No.
and not as nice. So I'm actually very grateful that for some reason Nana at least so far all the reprints have been from the United States or Canada. So I'm super excited.
I mean, there's tons of stuff that I haven't watched yet.
Checking out this wonderful series. Next, I got the last missing volume I was in need of, called The Night, Volume 6. With this, I now have all the volumes that are currently available. This is a series I've been wanting to read for a while. I've been straining myself not to watch the anime because I knew I had the volumes coming. I wanted just to stop and say, you know what? Let's read it instead of watching the anime. Sometimes I feel if I watch an anime, it ruins the book. so I don't want to ruin the book. The only reason why I've never read Harry Potter is I didn't want it to ruin the movies. So, because I didn't want to ruin the anime, I decided
It's a good
in
take.
this case I was going to read the books instead. Next up, I got 2 volumes. It's
Oh, you know what?
Italian print. No.
Am I gonna?
But
I don't know if I'm gonna.
that's okay
I'll
because
credit you.
they
I don't know.
reprinted
I was gonna put
Dead
I was gonna put the
Man's Wonderland
YouTube
Volume
on
9
the right side of the
and
screen, but
Volume
I'll just leave it for now.
Now there are 13 volumes total in this series. I believe I just need 1 more volume and I will be complete with the whole series. I ordered this entire series on back order from Right Step Anime.
Ooh,
last
yeah.
May 1st.
Yeah, I really need to read
So it has
Witch
been
Hat.
almost a year and a half for this series.
I keep forgetting about it.
So happy
So maybe I'll read that after I finish 3 Days of Happiness, which I'm almost done. I was like getting kind of tired last night, and I didn't want to be tired for like the last couple chapters.
Next up is
So-
a series I waited even longer than Dead Man Wonderland. Well, what could that be?
Yeah, I was like half falling asleep, kind of like slash being upset about the ending. So I was like, I'm just gonna put this down.
We got volume 8 and we got volume 16. These are the Italian prints. They don't look as nice. See the older ones I have of the series from the US and Canada print, but I'm so happy.
Oh,
that this
Scott.
series has been reprinted.
No.
I bought this entire series last March on a Right Stuff Anime sale for Shoujo manga. This is
No,
probably
I
the
have
most
permanent dry
popular
eye, so I
series
probably
of
will not shed
time.
any tears.
It's one I've been wanting to read since last March. And I'm so happy
Nah,
that
I haven't cried yet, but it is like, it is definitely a feeling.
I heard will be
Have I read a manga that made me cry? No, not yet.
Before the end of the year. If so, it's actually
I've watched a couple of animes that have, but not like any manga yet.
I'll go ahead and get a chance to read this beloved older series. Next up, I got a single volume of Blue Exorcist, volume 11. This series is slowly, very slowly being reprinted. It does look like
Blue Giant?
most
Ooh.
of the volumes
Yeah, I know you were hunting down
are
Blue Giant for a hot minute too.
release date. So my guess is most of the volumes will probably be reprinted by January, maybe February, as release dates keep getting pushed. But thank you so much, Viz. I'm happy to know that the series is slowly being reprinted. I have all of the later volumes. I have all the earlier volumes, just missing the ones in the middle, just like volume 11. So hopefully that means that this series will be reprinted.
Ooh, Perfect World. I started reading it, but I kind of like fell off of it, like in the first volume, so I just wasn't probably in the right like mind state to read that.
I just get so excited to read right away.
Sakamoto Days is another one that I really need to watch, but I haven't gotten there yet. Or not watch, I mean, I need to read Sakamoto Days.
Who used to be an ex-assassin, and just you're seeing the antics. There's action, there's adventure.
Early arc
there's
with
some
the
hilarious moments to it.
Yo, that's a
So
throwback.
looking for just a good, feel-good.
Yeah, One
just
Piece. I don't think One Piece made me cry.
Highly recommend checking
but-
out Sakamoto Days. Next up, I got is Black Lagoon.
Naruto did,
Volume
for
7.
sure.
And we got volume 8. Now this series, I'm still missing a large chunk of the series. The whole series does have release dates coming up. The series was off for a while, and then all of a sudden a new volume came out. So because it's ongoing, I'm excited to check it out. We're waiting. I'm excited to check
Have
it
I
out.
received a lot? Yeah, I've received a lot, but I haven't received enough. I still have like stuff that's on, like that's like still back ordered. So they just haven't like sent it all out to me yet.
I can share with you my thoughts on Black Lagoon. Next up, we got a single volume of Ragnarok Volume 4, the series of the Battle of the Gods. Now, if you've heard me before, I usually have a 5-volume rule. So once I get 5 volumes of the series, I typically pick it up and start reading it. But you know, I'll give you a little sneak peek. I'm thinking of doing a top 10 series of best new releases for this year.
You should totally do that, Scott.
I believe the first volume came out in January. It would be wrong if I didn't start reading this right away if I'm going to maybe put in the top 10 of new releases for this year. So as I work on that video, I am going to be reading at least the first 2 volumes soon, just so that way I can give you my thoughts on, is this a good series that's come out this past year? So you might be wondering, Scott, with 100 volumes, what were some of the first things you immediately started reading? Well, I have one for you right here, and that was Kaiju number 8, number
That's
4.
another one I haven't read yet. I don't read a lot of Shonen Jump, so I'm super behind on Shonen Jump.
Not as much hilarious, mostly action, but I
gotta say, when I was thinking through all the manga I read, I probably read this volume faster than any of the other series I got. I was just so sucked in the story, and when I turned the last page, I'm like, oh, that's it? I was shocked to see how fast I read. This did have more action in it, and one thing I have liked about the series is just it has a lot of heart. It's wholesome at times, and it has some really funny comical moments.
What's going on here?
As much in this volume, so my hope is with the later volumes we get back to some of the hilariousness that we had in the first couple.
Yeah, I started reading volume 1 and I was just like, nah. It's another one I just kind of like
Next up is a
keep.
series
I forgot to go back
feels
to.
like it's been waiting a year for this volume to come out. Maybe another volume came out earlier this year, but that is One Punch Man Volume 24. This series feels like it's very, 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 very slowly being reprinted. I actually enjoyed this volume more just because I wasn't binging the series anymore.
It's kind of crazy that One Punch Man is a Shonen Jump title instead of a Shonen Sunday because of how slow it comes out. Like, you would think they would kind of like move, but I don't know if like they can move to Shonen Sunday after like already being in Shonen Jump. I don't know how that works, but like Shonen Sunday, it seems like they have a lot slower of a release, so maybe that would have been better for him.
Take a deep breath and actually probably have a better just understanding and appreciation for a series. Almost like a lost love that you come back to, you're like, oh, this is better than I thought. So that is something, the longer you wait, the heart does grow fonder for One Punch Man. Next up is a series where I want to say of this year is one of my top series, but I believe the first volume came out in December of last year, and that is Furion Beyond Journey's End. This is a phenomenal series. Highly recommend. Here's volume 6. I have all the other volumes. This series has to deal with this elf girl where she lives for a very, very long time. She can live for 1,000 years. Where the humans around her, 50 years just
Yo,
went like a blink.
speaking of Frieren,
It's just really neat as you're
there's a series that I watched the other day, or not the other day, like at least a month ago. It's Wandering Witch, Journey of Elena. I feel like that is the better version of Frieren, but I've only read like 2 volumes of Frieren, so take it, you know, with a grain of salt. But
certain magical spells that were protective now are no longer not as strong. It's also interesting seeing the politics. I would say after just read the third.
But yeah, definitely watch Wandering Witch if you have time. It's awesome. It's just, it's like kind of a yeah, Wandering Witch. I haven't read the manga, but I did watch the anime. And it's kind of like a what do they call it, like an episodic anime, but there is like some plot to it, but I don't know, could be worth a watch if you really liked Frieren. I would probably recommend that. I would probably recommend Wandering Witch as a good watch.
Where I ordered all this incredible haiku at a super good price. I essentially bought this series as if it was the Viz Media birthday sale or the winter sale.
Okay.
This is one I was hoping would be on the summer sale. It was not. So I was very happy to see that I could get for a great price at Takara. It's a sports manga about volleyball. It's one that I have just heard over and over again is an incredible series.
Haikyuu, awesome.
Starting to get into
awesome anime.
I just love the camaraderie, the relationships, and just
never read the manga, but the anime is amazing.
But it's about the people and your teamwork and just the relationships you build, and that's just something I thoroughly enjoyed and I find just very wholesome and special. Let's go ahead and check out ongoing titles that I received from Yen Press. And the first I got was Endless in the Shadows Volume 5. Now this now hits my 5-volume rule. Actually, before
I literally picked out.
reading a book for school.
I have all those in my collection in my closet, and I have not read any of them. But I I purely got it just because.
I've taken a short break from it. The longer it goes,
Yeah.
my heart does.
Yes, I'm still reading Welcome Back, Alice. I haven't read any of the new chapters, But I read what was like up to date maybe like 2 months ago, so maybe I'm back like 2 or 3 chapters. I don't know how often it comes out, but Welcome Back Alice is super dope.
I'm gonna start this soon. I am a little annoyed. It is very tiny and small for the price, but we'll see if it's has enough in there to be worth it, and then I can let you know my thoughts on this series. Next up is I got the last volume I've been needing for a while for a series I've been so excited to start reading, and that is Bongo Stray Dogs Volume 50.
Yeah, I know.
Look at
It's
that
crazy, but
cover.
Kodansha doesn't do that. They don't like wrap their volumes in plastic.
But just
I don't
the
think.
butterflies, the characters, this, the color.
Uh,
I was gonna say, what are my top 10?
Actually, I'm just kidding. They do. Like this one's wrapped in plastic, but I don't know. Like, yeah, it's definitely like some heavy subject matter. It definitely should be wrapped.
Open this as I saw how beautiful this cover is. Because I now have the series, I'm actually fully caught up. We can start reading this right
Yeah, they wrap.
Next up,
I still have it on my desk. I still have it on my desk.
Just this review of an umbrella of a bunch of series and the side stories that have happened.
It's could.
And that is a certain
It's because of
Railroad,
Gigant is like
the side
illegal.
story of Astro Buddy, as well as Accelerator, and you guessed it, a certain magical index. And I need just a couple more volumes here, as you can see, for this series. We're actually almost there, where we are completely
Oh,
caught
yeah.
up with having everything needed to be able to talk to you about this series. Now, I'm not sure how many more volumes there will be of this series, as I know the light novel's done for the manga. But because I'm dyslexic, it's hard for me to read light novels. I was so happy to know that there's a manga version of this. So
Word.
hopefully, crossing my
I didn't know
fingers,
that.
this is something I want to do next year and be able to share.
And by I didn't know that,
On all
I
the
mean that I
series.
didn't know
During
that you were
my
dyslexic.
last call, I actually got a series
My wife
where
is also
all the books are
dyslexic.
out of print, and I actually got one of those out of print titles, as I was hesitant whether or not this is one I wanted to start hunting for and started wanting to buy the books. Most of them are not out of print, but the few that are extremely difficult to find and actually kind of expensive. Volume 3 alone usually goes for $150. So this series is Yalamushi. I got volume 1, we got volume 2, and I got Lovely Youth volume 9. And man, talk about the thickness. This is Baby
Thick.
Young Book complete. These are 2-in-1 volumes that it's almost like a brick. But I'm so happy to be able to start. I'm actually officially now going to start collecting this series. There's 21
What is he researching?
currently available. The series is ongoing.
Is he trying to research the
Bicycle racing. I have a bike. I do like the idea.
anime's
Bicycle
worst
racing.
main
I
character?
actually do that myself. I do like the idea of thinking that I would want to do something like that if my body could handle it.
Because that would be a good topic to research for Rent a Girlfriend. But otherwise,
hunting for those other volumes. If you have these volumes, you're not really hesitant of it. Let me know. I would love to take volume 3 off your hands, volume 5, and volume 6. If you have those, don't care about the series, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to see what we can do to make it worth it. Last up, from Yen Press, I got the last volumes I needed for Rakamon. This is the slice of life series of the century. If you're looking
I'm going to call up the lady
this might be my
tomorrow
series.
from Yen Press because I sent them a check
I'm so
because
grateful the Yen Press decided to
I'm a
read
little
this.
I was not knowledgeable to whether it was a check or an ACH transfer, and I sent them a check. I couldn't cancel the check, so I'm waiting for them to cash the check and tell me that it's good to go. So, going to call them tomorrow.
Next up, let's check out what I got that's ongoing from Kodansha and /Vertical. And the first title I got, volume 16 of Bakuga Monogatari, or Bakuga Monogatari. We've said this many times before. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong still. Don't know why I picked this up.
No, I will not be doing any sales. I would just like if you ever want to buy like
I pre-ordered the whole series was on sale.
a bulk amount of manga, like literally just sign up for the Patreon for like a month and then cancel it once you make your order. Other than that, I really don't do any sales. I was
but
thinking
probably won't be
about-
pay more of the titles. I'm not sure if I want to read
Oh.
the series. It's just
Scott, your sound effects
there
are
should
scaring
be
the
a
shit out of me.
progression advice, honestly, on this. I don't know why they're-
The
This is a series that
I'm like looking around like what the hell just made that noise?
even made me a little uncomfortable.
Oh
and
my
I
god.
sadly don't know
That
why
scared me.
I kept picking up the series. And I'm not even
That
sure
shows you like how tired I am.
This is supposed to have just a phenomenal light novel. It's supposed to have very witty dialogue, but I wonder, is the dialogue also very dirty? When I'm reading this, am I reading almost this 50 Shades of Grey, but this fantasy scenario of this person who's a vampire that helps out these monsters? These monsters decide to turn out into these beautiful women, barely wearing anything, and just flocking themselves on it. So I was actually kind of sad that I should have done more research ahead of time with reading this series.
Yeah, it can't
It is what it is, and I will
I can't do a sale.
and
I can,
hope that you can take from this.
but I don't want to because it's
Let's
not
talk about
fair
Happy Note.
to the people who are supporting me on Patreon
Might be my number
for
one
me to
series.
discount items, and plus if I discount items, they would have to be like they meaning the patrons, they would have to be excluded, and you know I really don't think that's fair considering that they pay for the discount, and if I just like give everybody else a random discount, I don't.
actually would highly
yeah.
recommend to anyone that was
So.
17 or older. I believe they put it as 16 plus just because it does have some curse words, but phenomenal series. I don't even care about soccer.
I mean, I thought about doing away with the Patreon, to be honest, and just having like if I didn't have the Patreon, I would probably do discounts, like bulk discounts. So like the more you buy, the more you would get. So if you spend like $200, you would get like 30% off manga, or you know something like that. I used to do that with sales on MangaSwap, and people liked it a lot, but I don't know.
Manga series that I need to start reading now. We have all the other volumes. Not sure why we haven't started yet. On my anime list, it's the top manga when it comes to comedy. So I definitely want to start it. This is going to have to move to 2023, just with my other goals I have to read. But this is another series I've heard nothing but good things to do, and I'm also excited to check out someday. Next up, the last I got from Kodansha is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Volume 20. Man, I hope it's Loud Like Flames. I love the anime, love the series. The Loud Like Flame song just plays over and over in my mind from season 2, the opener. Phenomenal. That
Yeah, I
opener
don't,
got me. Usually when I watch it,
I really don't make that much for the top tier of Patreon.
because of the
Like, so
loved it, and I just
the tier, you know, like the $5 tier and up, I don't really make anything. I just break even pretty much. But, you know, people get the extra benefits of, you know, being able to just pay $5 and they can order as much as they want, you know, and I get a monthly contribution. So it kind of works out like that.
Next up, let's go ahead and check out some volumes I got. They're ongoing from smaller publishers. This first one is not that small of a publisher. It's 7 Seas, and that is a CERN Scientific Accelerator Volume 12. It's the last volume I needed, as I spoke earlier about talking about the overarching series. This is the spin-off series of CERN Scientific Railgun. So one I'm looking forward to sharing with you my thoughts sometime.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do discount based, like for December. And how do I end up with ready to ship manga? Literally just back orders and people canceling items. Like now, because I had no like good cancellation policy, so people would just cancel and then, you know, whatever, and I would get stuck with the volume. But now I have a restocking fee and different other policies in order to help prevent that. But I do order a lot of back orders that I think will sell, and you know, sometimes people won't back order them. They will just, you know, oh, he has that, and then, you know, things sit on the shelves, which I'm trying not to do, but
Nowhere in sight. That's volumes 11 and 12. These omnibuses.
because the more things sit on the shelves, the less money I have in my pocket that I could be using to do other things. So that's what they call an opportunity cost.
Volumes 1 through 10. just hoping that somehow Dark Horse will release volumes 11 and 12. They're not even available for pre-order, so I'm not sure what's going on with Dark Horse. They did say they're going to reprint the whole series. They did bring out the first 10. Hopefully that means volumes 11 and 12 will follow soon. Next, from Square Enix, I got is a Soul Eater. This is volume 8 of the lovely 1.5 volumes and hardcover editions. Phenomenal. Highly recommend checking out the series. But check out the hardcover. I almost went to Yen Press because you can get the entire series of singles if you go through Yen Press, but it just felt so nice in my hand. Square Enix has done a great job with these hardcovers. I definitely highly recommend checking out. I believe it's worth just a little bit more in price and worth the wait to take a while for the series, but to be able to hold and have these hardcovers. So check it out. Highly recommend Soul Eater. Last we got from small publishers is High Score Girl Volume 9 from Square Enix. This is a series about a boy who's really good at the arcade, and then he meets this girl who's even better than him at the arcade. And then you get to follow their...
I love the Viz Italy prints. I know
of the series.
people are
As that 10
having their own opinions on them, and that's fine. Just don't buy them and stop complaining.
I'd love to be able to tell you my thoughts on this series.
But
Let's
for the
go
people
ahead and
who
check out
really want
the
those
new
series, like,
Um,
I would say, you know, go ahead and buy them. They're really not that bad as people on the internet are making them out to be. So
Elusive Samurai. Now,
I think people just like to complain just for content, and that's cool too.
I think it's okay.
But
I'm not sure if it's
makes no
great
difference
or
to
how
me
it's
whether
gonna be
people
used
buy
by the
them.
same author
I
as
think they look great. I wouldn't mind having them in my collection.
I never read the manga, but I did enjoy
I would
watching
never
the
sell
anime
one that
itself. It had the action,
had a
fun,
really, really
it has
bad
some
spine, and I've seen
action
spines,
sequences. I
but
like the idea
that are
of
like
it at the same
misaligned,
time,
but that literally happens
but I'm
to
not sure
any
it's just
publisher,
never
and it doesn't matter
published
where it's printed.
title,
So
because of that 5 volume
I think people are just looking for reasons to complain, and you know, like I said, that's fine. So
Turned me away, but I wasn't as excited to go ahead and pick out that second volume. So we'll
Exactly.
see how this goes. You follow this. I was sucked in the very beginning of it.
yeah, I mean,
Great start.
there's
Right
that,
into the
but,
story of this
like
child.
if the spine doesn't match because it's a little bit thinner, yeah, for sure, I could definitely see that as like a problem. But what a lot of people don't understand or think about is that, like, people don't
We'll see how it goes. Has
like,
some
I feel like the
flaws.
publishers don't
Again,
really think
not
about
great, but not bad.
like selling these products as
Next
a
up,
hobby
for me, I
type
got
thing.
Dan to Dan
So it's
Volume
like,
1. Now I also read this
it-
already.
like, maybe we should just be happy that we're getting physicals kind of
I
thing,
love the premise of this boy who
because
believes that aliens
like,
exist and this girl
unless it's
goes to
comics, like
each
comics
other,
are very important
challenge each other, you discover
to-
aliens and ghosts both exist. What I wasn't expecting, especially that
This-
that friend was
yeah,
was I wasn't
smeared
expecting
ink.
some
I haven't seen any
video
smeared ink
really
yet,
neat
but I haven't I don't like open them all to check. I just usually check on the spine because that's the most
We
important part.
really
But,
need to have
um,
ghosts that are stealing male parts and then hunting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was there some funniness in this? Yes. But I don't know, it just went a little too far in that direction. I hope it's not continuing this direction through the whole series. So we'll see how it goes. I did go ahead and order the second volume. This is supposed to be one of the most popular series that's come out this past year.
Oh, but that's Kodansha though.
Sought after on Viz Media. You know,
So like, I don't know. Like, it's not just Viz. I feel like people are just complaining about Viz, but there's a lot of other like publisher mistakes and like different things like that that are there. But you know,
it was cozy. It was funny. It was about this
um,
boy who
like I said, I don't think that they view it as like, oh, we got to make sure that every volume is perfect because you know people are collecting them and blah blah blah. Like, I feel like they just want to put the content out there for people to be able to read it legally without having to go online, and you know that's cool too. But also in the same spectrum, like if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right. So I see both sides of the coin. Like, I totally understand, but you know, I'm happy to just be able to purchase Slam Dunk and Banana Fish
Again,
reprints.
even though there's
So,
sports in it,
you know,
felt more instead of being about badminton
hopefully the
and
spines aren't too
basketball,
bad, but
felt more like you're following
at this point I just want it.
interacting
So
with each other. So I highly recommend. I would get it right away if you're looking for just more of a wholesome series. I really thoroughly enjoyed my first volume read of Blue Box. Alright, next up is a series I got from Yen Press. It's a series that I always was interested in checking out, but some of the volumes have been out of print for a long time, and then all of a sudden on Right Stuff Anime, the volumes popped back up available. Volume 7 I saw at half price books for over $8.
oh yeah, Seven Seas is a huge offender of changing the paper quality like mid print, like mid release. Like the series hasn't even been done yet. Like these aren't like, you know, reprints done many years down the line. Like Slam Dunk came out forever ago. It's like obviously they're gonna want to update their paper quality and standards, but Seven Seas literally, like, as they're still releasing, like they had the first print of every volume, and then they're still releasing the series, but the second prints of those volumes are now coming out like white. Like this. So like this is like a whole change. But so if you missed this volume the first time, now you have all the paper like the papers that look like you know, like not as white, but then you have this one that's like randomly white. So that, I mean, that bothers me more than anything, because I would rather all of the spines, the whiteness be like the same. But
highly in your gratitude and appreciation, so thank you. And last, that's new to me from Yen Press. This is, I want to say, Kowloon Generic Romance. I did read this volume. It was interesting. Now, as one that reads romance stories, didn't seem as much romance. You have this girl who lives in the city. Now, what's neat is on historical is that Kowloon was a real city, and I actually was able to pull up on Wikipedia to see this city that actually existed in China. It used to be a fortress. It was very condensed, overpopulated, and then eventually the whole thing got torn down. So I was kind of interested in, as you're following this girl, she likes this guy. The guy at one point seemed like he did like her, but again, there's some moments here where the guy just seemed kind of...
I'm almost done this, so I'm probably gonna end the stream in a minute. As always, if anybody has any questions or things that you want to ask me, go ahead and drop them down real quick. But I don't plan on sticking around too much longer, just because I really want some coffee. So if anybody has any questions, let me know real quick. If not, get you in the Discord, same as always.
The cashier at the adult movie place almost seems like a child. Luckily, she did turn off the movie when the guy went to the bathroom because it looked like no one was watching. So I'm not fully sure where the story is going. I did like the end of this volume. It did make me want to keep reading to find a little bit about her. And is this, you know, is this reality? Is it not reality?
Yeah, Rent a Girlfriend, as I said earlier, like, it's just not for me. I'm just not the targeted demographic. But yeah, like I feel like Rent a Girlfriend has like top tier like female main characters, but then the male main character is a pleb. I hate him, and it kind of ruins the story for me. And I also think that the story is just kind of like going on like way too long. Like I feel like for a story of this nature, it should have been done like after the first, like, I don't know how many volumes are out, like during that first season of the anime, like it should have just been done, like that's it. But now it's just gonna keep going and going and going.
Colossal indeed. Actually tried to pick up all the volumes.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, Toradora, I really like the anime. But that was another one that went on a little too long, like, because it was just kind of like every episode was like another like of the same thing. But I feel like it ended up turning out pretty well. It was a good series.
Highly recommend if you're gonna get it Takara. Get the Colossal Edition. It's better than the singles. I mean, there's some weight to your hands here, so you might be having to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter. With like some of it felt kind of like filler-ish. Like they were just wanting to push out a couple more episodes and like build that tension. I don't like that tension to like. I'd rather just like, you know, all right, you like you and you like you, like, you know, let's just get together. Like, I don't know. It's like that's not me. I don't really like those kind of shows and series. Like Horimiya is like top tier for me, even though it's not a shoujo, it's a shonen. Like it was just super dope. After a couple episodes, like, you know, they're together and then they have the adventures together. But like Toradora, it's like they know that they like each other the whole time, and then it's like finally many episodes. It was like 20 something episodes, you know. So I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter, but overall, like, I was happy with the ending. And no, I have not read Perfect World yet, but it's on my list. I don't. Out of the few where the anime is worse.
This is now complete.
Yeah, I don't like the whole like build up to getting into the relationship and like the whole tsundere thing where like she's like mad at him and like that whole, I don't know, that it seems very childish. Like I'm almost 30, so I can't really connect with that. So Catherine! Catherine? Mom. Oh, Catherine's not here yet? Oh, okay.
It is over. No more hunting this series. Now we're just frantically looking for Yamushi Pedal, Volumes 3.
Alright, so I definitely gotta leave the stream. I thought my wife was home, and she's not, and my babysitter's still here. And yeah, I don't want to be rude and have her just chilling here. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'll see everybody in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you join the Discord. The link will be in the description once I update it. I still gotta give everybody their credits and stuff like that, so I'll do that in a minute from mobile. But yeah, you know, I'll give Laura and Scott their shout outs in the description. But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your day, and I will update you in a little bit. Peace out. Actually, how do I? Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Yep. Now, peace out.